Check, check, microphone check, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Mary had a little lamb and she was white as snow. Okie dokie. Holy buckets, that was loud. Alrighty then. Okay. So, my friends, Mr. Julian Haw, the FS19 consultant for console, is currently live at the moment on YouTube. If you guys want to go and check him out. Apologies to Mr. Julian Haw, not attempting to step on anybody's toes, but you know, one must stream when one is in the mood, and one is in the mood currently. So, my friends, as you can see from the description of the stream, we are going to be taking a look at some PC mods. Now, these mods are not entirely new per se. A couple of them are new. The rest of them are quite old. So what we did was we did a little troll, however you choose to define it. Troll through the old dodgy websites, and we tried to source as many of the versatile tractors and equipment that I could come across. Now, certainly this isn't a complete list, or you know, it's not everything that is out there at the moment. Okay. Alrighty. So, you know, it's not everything that's available out there. There are multiple copies of the Versatile 610. I saw several different versions of the Versatile Tractor, the 610. But what I did was, in all regards, I downloaded the very latest version of each of the particular pieces of equipment. So, yeah, we are going to take a look at some versatile equipment. It's not a brand that I'm familiar with. It's not a brand that I, you know, do per se. You know, I don't have any, you know, real knowledge or experience of versatile, but we will take a look at them. You know, I think it could be quite interesting to you know, just to take a look at them and stuff. Okay. So give me a second here. I need to reset some fields. What's going on there now? Mr. Scorpion DK Gaming, how are you, sir? How are things? Oh, shite. I'm an idiot. I should have been on this field here. That was stupid of me. Let me try that again. Okay. Yay. So yeah, we're going to be... Hey, Mouse, how are you, sir? How are things? We're going to be doing, you know, a little bit of a... look at some versatile mods. You know what? Let's do sunflowers. Let's do something a bit different here. Okay, that's not correct. Okay, I wanted, shite. Oh, growth stage, 7. So, sunflowers? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to look at some mods. Okie dokie. Now, I'm going to have to put the store delivery thing in a more reasonable spot. Because, you know, it's not in a very good location at the moment. and I am pressing buttons. See, I need to figure out and remember how to do this thing. There we go. I'm not too bad now, Mouser. I am not too bad. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? No, you know what? It'd probably be easier just to go with the brand name, so we're going to go for Versatile. Alrighty. So you can see here what we have. Now, the first one on the list here, the Versatile 535, that actually literally came out a few hours ago. 27 hours on Farming Simulator? Holy shite. Wow. God bless you. Holy buckets, that's a lot. So yeah, you can see here what we have. So the 535 here, I literally came out a few hours ago. Okay. We have the Versatile 500 fix/update. We have the 610. That came out within the last week, I believe, maybe a little bit more. I got my hands on a couple of Versatile harvesters. I believe some of these mods are converted from FS19. Maybe probably all of them even. So I have the RT490. You get the header here. You get the Versatile RT520. Okay. I've got the 6-cylinder here, and I've got the Versatile 310. Oh, you're on the 16X. So we'll take a look at each of these pieces of equipment here. As I said, I'm not familiar with Versatile as a brand or anything like that. So this particular beast here is a Versatile 535, 535 horsepower, 1,162 liters of diesel, 24 mph. Just kind of looking at it, you know, just in the shop, I think it's a combination of FS19 and FS17 textures, but you know, we'll reserve judgment. So that's the standard color there. And then I suppose you can change it to whatever the hell you want. That kind of matches. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so that's kind of what it comes with default. So you get some options here: Firestone, Goodyear. So two tire options: Firestone. Oh, jeez, look at those! Holy buckets! Look at these things. So Firestone and Goodyear. So you get no options with the Goodyears. All right, so that's an extra 66,000 for that. Let's go to the Firestone and let's see what options we get with this thing. So I'm assuming we're going to get twin wheels. So we get one with weights. Okay, we're getting weights on this thing. Yeah, you can see it there. We're getting a twin wheel version with dual weights. And then we're back to the standard again. So I think maybe we'll get the dual wheel version. What do you think? What do you guys think? I'm not familiar with IMT either. What does IMT stand for? So do you want the double wheel version or do you want the Goodyear version? What do you guys want me to do? Do you want the will we go for the double wheel version? So at this particular configuration, it's 418,500, which is fairly expensive. Okay. So we'll move on to the Versatile 500 fix/update. So once again, you know, I've attempted to find the very latest versions of each of these particular mods. This one is quite nice. I'm liking this one. Oh, I like that one. So diesel 1,404 liters, 280 of def, 257 mph. I would ignore that. I very much doubt it's even that. It's probably like, I don't know, 24, maybe 26. So we only get one option here. Dual wields. Oh, we get triples. Oh, narrow triples. Interesting. Wheel weights. Oh, we do get some nice options. Dual wheels, triple wheels, narrow trips. So you can kind of see the difference there. What do you guys want me to do here? Do you want me to it doesn't say what horsepower it is though. So is it 500 horsepower this thing? It doesn't say what it actually what the horsepower is. So that configuration's 277,000, 303,500, 295, 284, 277. So that's the most expensive one there. So this is the one that came out quite recently. So this is the versatile here. So the 610 is 658 horsepower, but that's fairly beefy. 1,514 liters of diesel, 198 liters of DEF, 24 mph, which is what you would expect it to be. So we're going to get some wheel options here. It does, I mean, it does look nice actually, to be fair to it. We'll see it up close. So we get a dual wheel option. Oh, holy shite, look at this. Oh, I like this. Standard, so that's standard. Okay. We get a single wheel option with probably wheel weights. It looks like there's wheel weights on the back at least. There are wheel weights on the back. We get a dual wheel version with wheel weights on the back. We get the is that a single weight or no? It's a so duals again with weights. I'm kind of liking this one. What do you guys think? I'm kind of liking that one. I want to take a look at that one. So, I mean, that should be the maximum amount. 410,000, 411, 413,500, 412,500. So about 413,500. So we have the harvester here. I wonder if this is based on some other model. I wonder if this has been converted from something else, you know, repainted. I wonder, I don't know, is this maybe a Massey Ferguson or something? So the versatile RT490, 490 horsepower, 850 liters, no def, 18 mph, 12,000 liters. That's not bad. So we get some color options with the rims. Okay, that's interesting. So I suppose we'll leave it at standard. So we get the 2016 version. Ah, okay. So now it makes sense why the color changes there. 2017 version. So yeah, we get a. You know what? Let's go for that one. Wheel setup we got standard. Oh, front twins. Okay. Standard and front twins. Let's go for the front twins. So we'll be taking a close look up at all these various mods. So once again, you get two versions, 2016, 2017. And we can change the color. Looks pretty good quality just from the shop look of it. So this is the versatile 520. There's no header with this though. Yeah, there's no header with this. 520 horsepower, 850 liters, 19 mph, and 11,981 hopper capacity, which is slightly, very slightly what? 19 liters smaller than the other one. I mean, I wouldn't even, that's not a big deal. So we get engine options, RT 520, 520 farmhand mic. I assume that's the modder who made this. 520 with green star. The logo. I don't know. I wouldn't mind the green star, except I'm not a big fan of, that's obviously a John Deere. Could they maybe have colorized it or something? I'm going to leave it like default. So the wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, Mitas, and Michelin. So in Trelleborg, we get the 900 MT2000 and then standard. So let's just take a look there and see what it kind of changes out. Not a huge difference there. They're kind of chunkier. So Mitas, no options on the Mitas. Michelin, we get 900. 900. So I don't know what I'm gonna. You know what? There's not a huge difference between the various tire options, I gotta say. There really isn't that much of a difference. I'm gonna go with the Trelleborgs actually. I'm just gonna leave it at the Trelleborgs. Just in my kind of visual observation of this model here, just going around the shop, it looks like it's bloody high quality, this thing. But once again, I wonder if it's based on maybe it's been rebranded or repainted from another mod. So in that particular configuration, it's that's expensive. 515,835. Holy shitballs, that's a lot of money. Whoa. So 2 more to go. We have the versatile. This is an old tractor. Oh, look at this thing. It's not very good quality. That must be from FS13, FS15 maybe. It's very, very old model. 224 horsepower, 700 liters, 23 mph. Engine. So this is an ancient tractor. This is 1976. 1973. 1977. So we get 3 options here. So the 1976 version is 244 horsepower. They're all 244 horsepower. So it's just kind of changing the logos here and the things on the side. 1976, 73, and 77. Good question. So there's no changes here in the horsepower rating on this thing. 895, 875, 855, 835, 850, 825, 750, 895. said, there's no horsepower changes to this thing. It's more or less kind of, logo, the color of it. There's no major difference. So I guess we'll just choose one of them. I don't know what we'll choose. Let's go with the 875 here. Okay. We'll set up. We have, hey Nathaniel, how are you, sir? We have standard, white tires, twin wheels, and standard. We're going to go with twins on that, I think. I mean, the price of that one is 36,000. I mean, maybe it could be. If this tractor is from 1973 or whatever, maybe you can get it for 36,000. I don't know. I don't know if that's a realistic price or not. And now we have the versatile 310 here. So this is 310 horsepower, 643 liters, 28 mph. That's not bad. So we get a ribbon color options here. You can do whatever the hell you want. We'll just leave it to standard once again. Wheel options, we have wide tires as base, rear twins, wheel weights, wide tires plus weights, wide tires, so the wide tires plus weights is 153,000. Let's see what the highest price is. So 153,000 is the maximum price of this thing. We're going to go for the twin wheel option here. So that's pretty much everything here. That's all of the stuff I personally was able to find. There are a few more out there, that you could probably find and look at. Zeke in Streak, how the heck are you, sir? How are things? And Mr. Donkey, DNH, how are you, sir? How are things? Hope you're well, sir. Well, you didn't miss much, Zeke. Very, very little. We're just looking at some versatile mods here. Obviously, this is on PC only. I trawled through the internet last night to see could I, what was out there. In terms of versatile. I'm not familiar with the brand. I'm not very up on where the brand is based. Is it a US brand, I assume? So we have our little fleet here of all the various tractors. Let's move this out of the way, shall we? Oh, shite. Houston, we have a problem. Bugger. I'm gonna have to adjust the time here. That's not good. Sunny. Get out of that one. No, not saying it's cloudy. Why is it saying cloudy? Weather type. No, sunny. Okay, there we go. I don't know. Right. So we'll take a look at these mods here and see what they're like. Nathaniel, happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday. I'd sing you happy birthday, but no one wants to hear me singing. Really? They're owned by Mash. That's interesting. I thought Rostelmash was Russian or East European. That's interesting. Okay, so this is the 535 here. So I'll shut up and you can hear the engine sound. That is a big bloody tractor, isn't it? Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. She's articulated. No reverse lights, but you probably wouldn't expect it for a tractor like this. Not the beefiest horn I've ever heard. So it does have a front weight built into it, as you can see. We'll check out the basic functions of this thing to make sure everything's working as it should. So we do have the blinkies. And there's blinkies on the top there, as you can see. I don't know if there's anything else there. So we'll go blinky left and blinky right. So the the very basic functions function. That makes sense. We'll turn on the lights. So it's got 3 stages as one would expect. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's your your basic functions. So this is the interior of the cab here. So your little stuff comes on here. See that? I wonder will the temperatures increase and decrease as you use the tractor. I wonder if that's interactive. So it shows you the fuel level as well. That could be real. I wonder if any of those displays actually work. So as usual, what we're looking for here is we're looking at the driver. We're looking at his the position of the driver. Are his feet touching the pedals as they should? The position of his arms and stuff like that. Now I can tell you that that arm there is not in the correct position. So his arm is out, but it's not actually on the it's not on the thing there. So the seat is fully animated. So so his arm is so at that kind of angle, depending on the angle. See the way if I turn it up, his hand goes off the steering wheel there. So I would imagine that the position of the chap in the cab here is probably going to need to be adjusted. It's almost there. It's almost as as it should be, but it needs slight adjustments. So you can see the smoke exhaust, but look at the funnel here. There's no hole in that. It's just the flat texture. I don't think that's kind of correct. Now, I would assume in the real world that this mesh here is translucent. So some of this is kind of, FS19 standards and some of it isn't. You know, the lights look like they're FS19. The kind of the gloss and texturing of the, you know, the body work here is kind of UDIM textures. Yeah, the engine, it has very little detail, you know, that type of thing. So I would imagine this has been converted from something else. The tires do go into the ground a little bit. You know, they clip into the ground somewhat. Not a huge amount, but you know. So everything kind of, you know, more or less works there as one would expect. Gets dirty fairly quickly. You know, so the model itself is, you know, it's not bad. It's, you know, it's not bad at all. I'm looking at the mirrors here, so there's nothing on the mirrors. Both of the mirrors, they don't have any image on the outside, at least. They have it on the inside. I wonder if this is any IC. No, it doesn't. At least nothing that I can see. So I'm unable to see any of the two mirrors here. I can kind of see it. So from the outside, there is no reflection, you know, no mirror reflections whatsoever. On the inside, it's very difficult to see. It looks like maybe there is an image there. But once again, it's very difficult to see the mirrors. So I would say, you know, the mirrors probably need to be adjusted. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not bad. You know, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad model. Now, see, I can show you that. So there is an interior. Oh, that's interesting. So there is an interior. Now, I would assume that, you know, this fan is supposed to spin. But, you know, you know, the scripting or whatever hasn't been enabled for it. So, you know, some of this engine, you know, is kind of, some of this engine is actually there, you know. I would imagine the hood of this thing could probably open up. I think once again that you know, that could be a missing scripting. You know, I think maybe with another update or two, you know, the bonnet here, maybe you could open it up, and then eventually the fan will maybe spin. There's no decals on the hood, so I wonder if the has this been bought? You know, you can buy 3D models on the internet from various websites. I wonder if someone has bought these models. She handles okay, you know. Not bad. The handling isn't bad at all. You know, it's not a bad model. You know, it really isn't. To me, it feels like a work in progress type deal. You know. You know, it's not quite, you know, fully realized. So we'll get some of that stuff. We'll check this out. Move this cursor out of the way. But so far, you know, the first one here, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Oh shit. Oh, that does not connect. Oh, what's going on there? Why won't this connect? And that's a pin hitch. See, that's a pin hitch. Why won't it connect to this thing? What is going on there? Yeah, you can buy 3D models on the internet. Yeah, there are various websites out there where you can buy 3D models. What is going on with that? Why won't that hook up? What am I missing here? So it should connect to the Vaderstad. And we get connection hoses as well, you see that? Okay, that's interesting. Where is the seed and fertilizer bags? I'm gonna have to start moving a bit of stuff here. We'll grab that one. Where is the fertilizer? Oh, there it is. I do like the color scheme though. I like the color scheme of the the red and the yellow and the black. I think that the contrast of that is quite nice. So now, while I'm, not going to test every single, bloody mod that's out there, I would assume that based on the fact that it wouldn't connect to the Borgalt, that you're going to have to, test each piece of equipment individually to see what will connect up and what won't connect up. If that makes sense. So there are no beacon lights on this thing. I wonder how old this tractor is. It's hard to say. Okay, let's move this out of the way here. Let me just put this over here for now. So I guess next we'll look at this one here. So this is the 500. So this is the latest version that I was able to find of this particular model. It looks like this has a rear weight at the back built onto it, and it looks like it has weights on the bottom as well. So I'll give you guys a listen to the engine sound. So this particular model looks quite older in terms of the look of the model. It has a distinctly FS17 feel to it. And I think maybe when they the way a lot of the for example, like, you see the glossiness of the red here. See the way it's glossy, and the light reflects off of it. You don't get that with this one, so it's kind of a flat, or you know, like a matte or a flat matte thing. So that tells me that this is probably converted from FS15 or 17, maybe. And it's had maybe, you know, some work done. Once again, you know, I would assume in the real world, this front grille here would be translucent, transparent. Okay, so as you can see, there are weights at the bottom here. You've got a couple of toolboxes, I suppose, or that one toolbox at the side here. You have a nice little step ladder. So there is some engine detail in there. Some detailing on the back here as well. So just kind of, you know, my initial impression is, you know, once again, it's not bad. You know, it's not bad. Give the obvious CDP test. You know, the decals even aren't, you know, they're not that bad either. Can you hear the horn in this thing? So I'm pressing the horn button. Are you guys hearing anything? I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear anything there? Because I definitely can't. So we have our flashes here. There's no flashes on the back. We can go left, and then we can go right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pressing the horn button here, the A button. There's no horn sound on this thing. We have lights, first stage, second stage, third stage. So, you know, usual stuff. 1, 2, and 3. You know, pretty bog standard stuff there. No, let me see that. So you see the way the exhaust pipe, there's actually a hole in the exhaust pipe. So it's kind of, you know, more believable. So yeah, there's a, you know, this must be a US version, obviously. There is a rear weight on this thing. Big ass rear weight. It's got the warning sign triangle, so that tells me that it's a, you know, a US configuration. 32 mph is pretty good. It is actually this has got, it's def enabled, this thing. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. It's def enabled. Interesting. So that driver is his legs are clipping. I don't know if you can see it, but his legs are actually clipping through the seat. So you can see the way his position is. It's like he's about to have sex or something. His legs are spread open. The position of the driver there is completely off. He's literally clipping into the seat there. See that? And his hands don't reach the wheel at all. So that's very, very off there. We have the interior here. So nothing lights up when you turn on the engine. Definitely not the best quality internals I've ever seen. Nothing works. Is the seat articulated or anything? No. So we have no pedals moving, no, gear sticks. The seat is not articulated, so it's going to need a bit of work. As I said, the driver inside, his position is all wrong. It's going to have to be fixed. So, a few little issues there that probably need to be addressed. So that's interesting. This guy doesn't connect up either. I wonder why that is. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder why that is not connecting up. I don't think there's no 3-point in this, is there? No, she's not going to connect to that either. So now hook up to this one. Nope, that's not going to work either. Shit. Nope. Okay, I need something with a 3-point hitch. Or a pin hitch, I should say. It's not a pin hitch. That's a pin hitch. Yeah. So it's these tractors are pin hitch. So it's got no 3-point on the back. But I suppose that's not unusual. She is fully articulated. I like the speed of the tractor though. 32 is nothing to be sniffed at. So this is the next model here. Okay, this is the newest version of the 610. There are multiple versions of this mod out there. This bloody thing has 3D tracks. Holy shit. Woohoo! Yes, my friends, this thing has bloody 3D tracks. Look at that. Damn. Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, the field of view is weird. Look at the field of view on this thing. What is going on with that? There is some kind of weird distortion. And it is not present on that. It's not present on that. It's not present on that. There is a field of view issue on this model. There's a fisheye effect going on with this thing. I don't know if maybe you can't detect it on your screen, but I certainly can. There's definitely some kind of field of view problem with this thing. So that's definitely going to be that is weird. I'm not happy with that at all. Oh, look at that. That is super duper weird. What has this guy done? Oh, that is so weird. Look at that. Look at the fisheye effect. Oh my days. Oh, that is awful. Oh, you get dizzy looking at this thing. Drop it on the bike. So see the difference? So we'll just take a look at the model here. A lot of it is to FS19 standards. Once again, it seems like something that's a work in progress, you know, that has been, converted over, being worked on in bits. There is modeling done on the interior in terms of the engine. I wonder if there's a fan or something inside there. Fortunately, I'm not able to get a good angle to see the internal structure of the engine. I can't see up on the front if there's there is a fan inside there. It's possible, I guess. So we do have an engine horn. We'll check out the basic functions. So we have our blinkies. Okay. Very, very bad fisheye effect. Very, very bad. I don't know why he's done that. So left and right. Okay, lights. 1, 2, 3. First stage. Second stage. Third stage. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's check out the guy inside on the seat. So no articulation, or is the seat articulated? You know what? It actually is. Take it back. It actually is animated. So yeah, that seat is actually animated. Now it's very subtle, but yeah, it is actually moving around. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So this is the internals here. So nothing turns on inside when you turn on the engine here. The seats here do look like that they've been updated to FS19 standards. There's going to need to be some work done on the displays here, I think. So the seat is animated, the pedal does work, or the little lever thingy works. The pedals on the ground work as well. The positions of his hands are absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. So the only thing is, these screens need to function, I think. You know. And I can't see anything. Oh, actually there is. Oh, that's interesting. So So you can actually see the oh, I see. Okay. So I had to you couldn't see it because of the steering wheel. Yeah, so there are, yeah. So there's a couple of things working in there. The needle is working and the LED thing is working, but you know that screen there needs to come on. Oh shit. Yeah, I do like the coloring of the versatiles. They look an awful lot like the Vaderstad or Vaderstad. You know, with the red and the yellow. The turning radius on this thing isn't the best. You see that? But that's probably, I don't know, maybe real world. The water has definitely, he's got to fix this fisheye effect. For me personally, this would be unusable because of the fisheye effect. You know, it's actually physically making me ill. So that needs to be fixed. He needs to put out a patch of that. But it's got 3D tracks. It's definitely, you know, the engine is modeled on the inside. You know, it's not necessarily 100% FS19 standards, but it's very close to it, you know, maybe 90-95%. It is a, you know, I have nothing negative to say about this one. That's a bit of a keeper, I'd say. So of the three that I've looked at so far, I think the 610 for me personally would be the keeper. Oh shit. Right, so look, we're gonna put this to the side here. You kind of get the idea of what's going on with this thing. I wonder if that rear weight there is actually functional. In terms of, you know, does it actually make the tractor heavier? Or is it just like a, you know, a cosmetic piece? It would be nice if you were able to select these weights. Select the little box here at the side. You know, as I said, this has been converted probably from FS15 or FS17. I don't think, you know, it's had that many adjustments or anything. Needs a lot of work, this thing. So this is the versatile. Even the description of it, see, it says versatile. The 500 fix update. I would probably, I mean, me personally, I'll probably end up deleting this one. So we've got 2 more to go. Whoa! Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, listen to that engine. Oh, that is a beautiful sound. Listen to this. It's all of 16 mph and it's fully articulated, but it looks very no way is that engine spinning inside. It bloody well is. Holy shit. Oh wow! But look at the quality of the decals. They're garbage. Look at that. That is atrocious quality. Look at, oh, that is terrible. You can barely read the damn thing. And the logo's there. So the wheels look like they're new, but the model itself is ancient. It looks like the engine has been rebuilt, or you know, had modern work done on it. Listen to the engine sound when it shuts down. That is very cool. Very, very nice. I like that. So yeah, this particular model here, the 610, it's you know, its range of motion, you know, the articulation isn't the best, but it's probably like that in real life, I would assume. We'll check out the basic functions once again. So we have the lights at the top there. So they're kind of double-sided. So there's 4 stages of lights on this thing. That's interesting. So left and right. Okay, so there's 4 stages of lights in this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see what's going on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it doesn't have. It definitely doesn't have the you know, the best lighting, but this is a very old tractor. Then again, let's go inside. I mean, it's, you know, once again, very low resolution stuff there. These looks like, you know, the dials, they're all just painted on kind of thing in a very low res. While the wheel does move, nothing else is animated inside. So while the driver is in the correct position, there are actually no pedals on the ground. So on the model itself, there are no pedals in, you know, in the interior. I don't know if that I don't know what the real world tractor was like, but I would assume that that isn't supposed to be like that. Yeah, the articulation on this thing is actually quite nice. It's all kind of independently sprung, and the actual, you know, the wheels, the axles, you know, the axles on the vehicle here, they're all like independent, so the entire, you know, it moves from side to side. It's quite nice. But yeah, there are no pedals on the inside. The driver's position in the cab is correct. There's no animation on the seat. And see the way kind of see the way the cabin tilts as well. So that's quite nice. Now I wonder what's going on there. The front wheels are getting dirty, but the rear wheels are not. I wonder why that is. So see the way it's all kind of independently sprung. So there's another probably an issue there with the rear wheels, or they're not getting dirty. So that's probably another bug there. See the way it's all independently moving. I like that. So yeah, there's a bug on the rear wheels there. There's no dirt texture on the rear wheels, I don't think. I like the black smoke coming out of it. I love the fact that it does have the, you know, the engine fan internally is animated. I think that's fantastic. Oh, what the hell is this guy doing? Jeez. That to the side. So all of these so far are pin hitches. There's no PTOs or 3 points or anything. Yeah. So that guy behaved very, very weirdly. You know, once again, you've got some, you know, positives and negatives. I think maybe, you know, from me, you know, once again, me personally, I think the negatives probably outweigh the positives on this thing. You know, this is obviously being converted to, I don't know, probably FS15, I would say. This needs a lot of work still. But you know, I didn't see any updates to this thing. It was like, you know, one kind of, you know, one version of it on the dodgy websites, and that was about it. I don't know if something like this is going to receive an update or anything. I would doubt it somehow. But, you know, all of the basic functions are there. You know, it is, you know, functioning as it should. It just, you know, it's a very... I mean, the decals are just awful beyond belief. Very, very, very low res. It needs a lot of work, this thing. A lot of improving. I probably wouldn't recommend this myself. I think it's just too damn old. So this is the last of the tractors here. Okay. So this is probably more people's style, I would think. So this is has a, you know, it's got a rear PTO. It's got a 3-point. This is more like a tractor. That makes sense. It's got a front PTO and a 3 points. It looks to be bloody, you know, it looks to be, okay. So, this must be Russian. That's Russian. Versatile Commons. Now, what's interesting is that if you look closely there, there is see-through mesh there on the sides. You can actually see inside the engine. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's translucent, so it is actually modeled inside. Once again, we'll check out the basic functions of this thing. So you have your blinkies on the front there. You have just a single beacon light. I mean, that's not bad. You don't often see that, but that's not bad. Left and right work. 1, 2, 3. So your usual 3 stages. First stage, second stage, third stage. So first, second, and third. What the hell has happened here? Oh, bugger. God damn it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm rightly stuck. Holy buckets. I'm not going to get that out. Garage. I think I'm going to have to get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, I think we'll leave it at that there. Right, let's so this is a Russian tractor, really. I mean, I know it comes up as versatile, but you know, it's a this is definitely Russian. Even though it does say versatile on it. But then again, you know, if versatile if the Russians, if Rostomash have bought versatile, then I suppose it makes sense. So you can see there, see the blinkies, see the little green arrows there that are coming up on display. So they all work. The little dials and everything on the inside all work. The seat is fully animated. His position in the cab is correct. His feet go on the pedals as they should. There is nothing fundamentally wrong there. There doesn't appear to be any bugs or issues there. He's got a little cooler on the body seat there. No simple IC or anything like that. I don't believe there's any opening doors or windows or anything. You know, there's no options there for anything, you know, in terms of, you know, opening doors or windows. The mirrors do work, yeah, on both mirrors. And do they work internally as well? It's a good question. Yeah, they do. Yeah, both of the mirrors work internal and external. I mean, they're not the shiniest or brightest, you know, mirrors I've ever seen. It's like they're dirty or something, but yeah, they do work. I mean, you can see the reflections there. Let's see that. So yeah, they do actually function. The decaling here isn't, you know, it isn't super duper high quality. It's not bad, but you know, it's a little bit kind of little pixelated maybe. You do get wear and tear on the wheels. I'm gonna have to see what it looks like with the front wheels. Will let the front wheel get dirty as well. 26 mph. I'm not seeing any dirt wear on the front tires here yet. So that could be a bug there. She's a little bit low horsepower, this tractor, for this particular plough. She's definitely struggling to pull that. You know, not bad at all. You know, I don't have anything, you know, massively negative to say about this particular mod, you know. It's, you know, it's fine for what it is. But I mean, so far out of what I've looked at, you know, do I intend to keep anything so far? You know, I mean, this isn't just about, you know, showing off the various mods, you know, and looking at this stuff for myself, you know. I want to see if there's anything here, you know, that I could potentially, you know, keep for myself. The only tractor that I would even consider keeping is probably the 610. But this particular version of it, you know, this is the very latest, you know, that was available. You know, there are multiple copies of this particular mod, you know, out there in the wild by different people, you know. So this is the latest version. You know, I would definitely consider keeping this one, but the field of view needs to be adjusted, needs to be corrected, because it's just it's nauseating the way it is at the moment. So if I was to see an update for this particular mod, then yeah, I would download it and keep it in my mod folder. But for right now, until it's, you know, fixed, you know, none of the 5 tractors that are here would I personally keep. and having my mod folder. But that's just my opinion. Nothing I've seen here would want me to hold on to them. Hey, Funny Bone, sir, how are you? How are things, sir? Hope you're doing well. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that, and we'll take a look at the combines here, and hopefully there's a little bit hopefully it's a little bit better here. Corn headers. Okay. I mean, I guess color-wise, this is going to be the closest one. Is there anything else here that kind of looks like it? So we need something for sunflowers, right? Does that? Oh, it does sunflowers as well. We'll get 2 of these. So what I want to know right off the bat is, oh, you're going to be streaming? Oh, cool. What I want to know off the bat is this an original creation? Is this based on a real world model, or has it been converted? Has it been rebranded and repainted from something in game? So let me see if there's anything similar to it out there. So it's definitely not that one. I don't believe it's this either. It's not the case. Well, in terms of I do have the classes as well. We may look at those. There's a new mod that came out called the Class Lexion Pack. It literally came out in the last 12 or 24 hours. Right off the bat, I can't see a similar model out there. Let's check out the models here and see if they're identical or different. So the folding speed is quite a bit faster on that one. I'm not entirely sure which would be more accurate. That's a judgment call. Quite a bit faster, you see the difference? I don't know. It looks like the hopper section is I don't know. It looks like it's identical. I could be wrong though. No, they are somewhat different. Yeah, they are somewhat different. Let's go in cab here and see how everything looks. So no articulation at all on the seat here. The driver does not put his feet on any of the pedals or the stick that he's holding there at the side, so none of that is animated. That's gonna need some work. He is sitting in the right position, but he's not he's not doing anything internally. He's not moving anything. I don't know if this has simple IC. No, it does not. Nothing's animated on the side there. Very slightly pixelated, but not bad overall. The lettering could be a little bit less, jagged, but it's not bad. I've seen a hell of a lot worse than that. The length of the pipe is very, very nice, very long. It's good stuff. So yeah, that header there, that really, really works with it. That's a good combination, I think. Nice, solid color combination there going on. So he's emptying in here, slowly but surely. Nice startup sound. So this is 19 mph. I've got the nice engine cap there. Let's check out the basic functions once again. So you have your blinkies at the bottom, the sides. Oh, and at the front, it's kind of a ring one. See that? It's kind of a ring thing. You have your beacon on the front here. That's interesting. Just one beacon? I would have thought that this would have two of them. One at the front, one at the back. Maybe it's like that in the real world. It's hard to say. So left and right. In terms of the indicators, that all works fine. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 stages. So first stage. Second stage, and then third stage. 1, 2, 3. LED lights. So you see the difference. So the seat is animated. As you can see, it is moving side to side. His hand on the wheel. See that? Oh, he's actually using the little knob thingy. So he's actually he has got his hand on that circular thingy. I don't know what they call that in the real world. I haven't seen his feet go to the pedals or anything. The pedals are not animated, so that's probably why his feet are not moving. Because the pedals are not animated. We'll take a look at the quality of the stuff, as it were. That's very nice quality there. You can see all the pipes and tubes and everything there. So once again, I'm wondering if this has been repainted from something else. I hope not. I hope it's an original model. It's not that one. So I can't see anything in game that, there's no combine, certainly in the base game, that matches it. It's definitely not that one. It's definitely not that. Yeah, yeah, this looks to be, an original model at least. I would say this is probably the better quality of the two of them. Now, they're pretty close in terms of quality, but I think this is more to the the FS19 standard, simply because of the way the driver, the animated, the seat is moves up and down and left to right, side to side. I think this is closest to full FS19 standards. And you can actually see the so this is translucent, so you can actually see the thing spinning inside, which is cool as well. Yeah, I think this is probably the closest. It's probably the closest to kind of a high quality model. So here's the header here. Take that again. So the Codex 500. So the decals are very high quality. I see nothing fundamentally wrong with this thing. It looks like very high quality stuff. I don't know if these come as a set or not. I'll have to wait and see. so that's not going to work. I need a corn header. Yeah, it would be nice if we had versatile on. I mean, even on PC. I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think there's any versatile mods on the mod hub currently. Could be wrong about that. So let's take a look at that again. So this is the 520 horsepower, 19 mph, 490 horsepower, 18 mph, 12,000 liters. I mean, there's nothing really, you know, in terms of the specifications. There's nothing really, you know, there's nothing, you know, majorly different. As I said, I think the 500 is the better version. And so far, I think this is probably the one that I'm actually going to keep. So, yeah, I think I'll get shot up the 490, delete it from my mod folder. It's not bad, you know. But there's a few little things I'd like to see improved on it, you know. I think this is probably closer to, you know, let's say release quality, if that makes sense. But you know, they both function as one would expect them to do. You know, they're fine. So yeah, there you go. That's the two versatiles here. I'm not entirely sure what the Codex 50. I don't know which mod this comes with. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. What do I think of the tractors? Well, as I said, you know, if you you know, go back to the start of the thing, uh, in my opinion, you know, as I said, I've got 5 different models here. At the current time, I'm not going to be keeping any of them. The closest one that I would actually keep is the 610 here, but there's a weird, kind of a nauseating bug. There's a field of view bug with this thing. The modder needs to fix that badly, quickly. But you know, in terms of, you know, the tractors, this is probably the only one that I would actually keep, that I think is, you know, FS19 quality standards, that type of thing. So yeah, this is the one I would be, you know, potentially consider holding, but not now. You know, me personally, I'm going to delete all of all 5 of the tractors. So the only one I'm going to keep in terms of what we've looked at here, I'm only going to keep the versatile, the 520. That's the only one I'm actually going to keep in my mod folder. Right. Okay. So what else do we have? So I guess we're going to have a look around now and see what else we have here. You know, I can't remember offhand, you know, what I downloaded and didn't download. So yeah, we have this is another one that came out today. So this is a Class Lexion pack. Obviously this is on PC only once again. So we've got 3 Oh, excuse me. Three models here. We've got the Class Lexion, the 760, the 770, and the 780. The 760 is well, you know, most of the specs are pretty much identical except for horsepower and capacity. Even the diesel level and def levels are the same. So the 760 recommending a 9, you know, the class Vario 900. So that would be, I don't know, a 9-meter header. 11,000 liter capacity, 321,000. The 770 is 11,500. A 10.5 meter header is recommended. The 760 is 503 horsepower. The 770 is 585. And then the big boy, the 780, is 626. 12.3 meter header. 12,800 liters. So this is it here. Trelleborg Michelin standards, wide tires, crawler track, standard wides, crawler track, Michelin. Design standard. So we get logo options here. Right, let's maybe get that one. And then in terms of this one, we're going to go for Michelin. Trelleborg standard, wide tires, crawler. Let's go with wides. Brick logo, flags. Let's go with that one. Let's get that. So here's the big boy. Okay, so we're going to go with, let's check out the wheels here. So we're going to go with Michelin. No, we're going to go with crawlers. Okay. We're going to go with that one. Okay. So let's take a look at these. Let's see what they're like. So we've got the 760, the 770, and the 780 here. Alright, Zeke, no problem, sir. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it. Right, let's take a look at these guys. Let's see what they're like. Yeah, I've seen these models before. They're still these kind of, you know, kind of lower resolution versions. And I look at the logoing here. Very pixelated. Even the model work on the actual model itself is kind of pixelated. So this is, you know, this is from FS, you know, I guess FS17 maybe. Yeah, it's probably an FS17 model. You know, the spinny thing inside is, you know, nice. Let's unfold it here. Pipe out. very much drives and feels and looks like you know, the various other models of the, you know, or the mods of the 780 and 770 series that I've seen previously. It handles quite nicely. It's fairly fast, you know, 24 mph. No reverse lights, but that's not unusual. So you've got your lights here, lights there. Left and right, blinkies, blinkers, whatever you want to call them. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 stages of lights here. First, second, and third. That's the first one there. Second one, and then the third. First, second, third. You know, there's nothing, you know, hugely there's nothing, you know, hugely wrong with these mods per se. You know, some of the body work, you know, and the logoing is a little bit jaggy. You know, a little bit pixelated, but you know, it's not bad. I've seen a hell of a lot worse than that. So yeah, so that's kind of a, you know, I'm not going to do a huge deep dive into the into these class harvesters because I've done them before. So you get some headers here. You get the corn speed. Let's take a look at these headers. Once again, you can see this is, you know, I've seen these particular models before. The quality of these headers, you know, in my opinion, is not very good. You can see there, you know, the kind of it's very, very low res stuff. You know, needs a lot of work. Probably you'd need to rebuild these from scratch, I would say. So 9 meter, 10 meter, or 10.2 meter, and then 12.5. You know, there's nothing really, you know, new here. I'm not seeing anything in this pack that would want me to, you know, to save it, to put it into my mod folder. It's nothing we haven't had previously. I think that's the problem. Oh, did you saw a Class Jaguar? Is it huge or what? I would imagine it is in real life a massive piece of equipment. So yeah, all the basic functions are there. You know, if you like the 78, the Lexion 780, which I personally do, I'd love to see a model of it actually. I'd love to see an official, mod from Joints of the Lexion 780. But we do have the 8900, we do have the 8900. So yeah, that seems to, function there. So yeah, so this is a pack. You get three. It's about 115 megabytes. You get the three harvesters. You get everything. You get everything here in the pack except the dev mule. That's a separate mod. But everything else here, you get this in the pack. If you like this kind of stuff, have at it. Me personally, I'm gonna delete it because it's nothing new and it's nothing I haven't seen before. Do we have anything else? Ah, yes. So this is this should be the official Giants version of their Fendt Rotogator here. It's quite a different model actually. Ah, so there's a 645 and a 665. I don't know which one I have. Crap. So there's a 36 and a 41. I wonder which one I actually have. Standard, vent air horn, 645, 655, 65. Let's return this stuff. So they're quite different, aren't they? Jeez. Autogator 665. Autogator 645. But they're very, very different models. Very, very different. I wonder why they're so different though. Definitely not the best quality there, I have to say. Yeah, definitely not the best quality. I've got a license plate there on the front. this is 31 mph here. Let's roll to get a 645 here. So that's a big boy right there. Alright, Fundy Bun, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Take care, sir. I'm not too sure. So I don't understand why they're different models. They're completely different models. That's the thing I don't understand. Why they would be so radically different in terms of their design. So yeah, you know, I'm not going to look too you know, deeply into these two. It's going to be pretty much a judgment call, you know, on these two. As I said, I believe one of them is available on the Giants Mod Hub, and I believe this one then is the old dodgy mod version. You know, it doesn't look too bad, you know, to be fair to it. So yeah, there's just a kind of a look at a, you know, a few mods there. You know, a bit of a deep dive into the you know, the versatile equipment. You know, it's, you know, it's an interesting brand to look at. Versatile, you know. So we'll get rid of the ones that, you know, I don't intend to you know, to actually keep. Get rid of that one. Yeah, so that's the yeah, so that was the one I was this one is from the old dodgy websites. I'm not convinced with that one, to be honest. Yeah, so this is Giant Software. Yeah, sound update. Yeah, so this is, you know, from Giants themselves, this one. Is there anything else here that we can potentially get rid of? I think we can get rid of the fast track as well. So we'll get rid of that one. Now I'm going to butcher your name, so that would be BQROL. Raw. I'm just going to call you Raw Gaming. If that's okay. How are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. We're not going to be staying too much longer here, I'm afraid. As I said, you know, we were looking at some mods. There is one more mod that I could potentially look at, though. So where is that? Ah, yes, the JCB. Right, let's just take a look at this final mod. Excuse me. I think DJ Goham is streaming today. I believe he is. I'm not sure what time he's doing it, though. It could be 6 p.m. My time that he's doing it. Garage. Let's get rid of all this crap. Painting. Let's kind of restore this here. There we go. Oh, shite. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. You know, this is not a a game save or anything. It's just kind of a testing map now that this particular thing has become. Garage. Leased items. So we can save the game there, I think. We'll put it to 5x. Okay, so we have one more mod to look at. So this should be under telehandlers, I believe. Yeah, so this is the JCB here. So this is the JCB TM320S. Okay. Now the description was, decorations were added. So there's only a couple of options here. Just standard and white tires. I mean, and they're not even that wide. So 145 horsepower, 160 liters, no def, and it's 24 mph. So this is it here. Let me get this again. So we'll check out the basic functions of this thing. It all appears to, function and operate as one would expect it to. So he said there was decorations added to it. I don't know what he meant by decorations. Perhaps the license plate? I mean, what kind of decorations can you realistically add to something like this? Perhaps the little warning sign thing is on the ground there. Oh, I see. Maybe, yeah. So you know, Giants. There's no way Giants would put a pack of smokes in the in a game. So I would imagine the cigarette box there, the little signs at the bottom, and probably the mobile phone and the can of Red Bull was added to this thing, and maybe the little there seems to be something here at the side. I don't know if that was added either. So see that there's like a, I don't know, like a panel with various logo warnings and stuff. So we have zero animation internally in terms of the seat isn't animated or anything. It doesn't move. The model itself is pretty good, but the you know, as I said, the fact that nothing, the pedals don't move. His feet don't touch the pedals. The seat isn't animated. He does appear to be in the correct position inside in the cab. It's just disappointing that those are probably scripting issues. That maybe the modder can probably add that type of thing in. 26 mph, not bad. The actual basic model itself, not too shabby. But again, if this was to, I would assume this has been converted from, I don't know, FS19. If this had been done by Giants for Farming Simulator 19, this area here at the back would be, translucent. You'd be able to see the engine inside in it. But everything else appears to be all there, more or less. Uh, it's not too bad. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Anyways, my friends, yeah. So there's one more. That was the last one that I wanted to take a look at. And I think that is probably it for today's stream. I'm afraid. As I said, out of all the mods, that I looked at, the only one I'm going to keep here is the versatile. That's pretty much it. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe you may or not want to take a look at those mods for yourself, the versatile mods, and download them for yourself and put them in your own game. They are out there on the old dodgy websites. But yeah, in terms of this particular streamer, friends, we're going to say thank you all for tuning in, and we shall see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.